Hello students, today in entrepreneurship we'll do a new chapter which is break-even analysis and taxes. Here we'll do what is the meaning of break-even point or break-even analysis and the different taxes which are applicable or which are related to the business. Now break-even point is the point, it is a point at which the company neither makes a profit nor suffers a loss. That means it is a point of no profit, no loss. Okay. So break-even is a point where there is no profit and no loss. This is the situation where the company neither makes a profit nor incurs a loss. That means the company is generating revenue which is enough to meet its cost. Okay. So break-even label is written as total revenue is equal to total cost. When profit belongs to the owner. So and the price of the product, it includes cost as well as profit. Okay. Now cost is what we have discussed earlier, that cost is the total amount incurred in producing a particular commodity. So when a company is able to generate revenue which is enough to cover all the cost, only the cost part, then the company is considered at break-even point, or that is the level of break-even where revenue is equal to the cost and there is no profit, only the cost is covered by the company. So break-even volume, if we are taking it per month, okay, break-even volume per month, the formula is fixed cost per month by gross margin per unit. Okay, so we can calculate it for on the per day basis also. If it is on per day, we'll take fixed cost per day and then gross margin per unit. Okay, so this is the formula of BEP, fixed cost by contribution. Now, how we take out contribution, we can say gross margin. So it is fixed cost by gross margin. Now, how we calculate gross margin? Gross margin is selling price minus variable cost. We have discussed what is variable cost and fixed cost. Fixed cost remains constant in the business. It is that amount which is invested in the business, and variable cost is the cost which varies with the level of output. More production means more of variable cost. So when the company's selling price, when the company's variable cost is deducted from the selling price, that is known as the gross margin. Okay. Now we'll see break-even point in graphical form. Now we can present the BEP break-even point graphically. This is the graphical presentation. Now this is the x-axis which represents quantity in units, means how many units we have to produce to remain at break-even point will be displayed here. Now this is y-axis which shows cost in revenue. Now this is the fixed cost, which remains always fixed, constant, whether you are producing 0 units or 100 units or 200 units, whatever it is. So this is the line of fixed cost. Now your total cost will start from here, because this portion is the variable cost. So this is the total cost. Okay. And revenue starts from 0, from the origin. So this is total revenue. So the point where total revenue cuts the total cost at point B, this is what? This is break-even point. Okay. So this is break-even point. At point B, the total cost equals the total revenue. Why break-even? Because the total revenue equals the total cost. So this is point B, which is known as the break-even point. This is the point of no profit, no loss. So the company is generating OR revenue, which is equal to the cost, and the quantity produced is OQ. So this point is the break-even point. The next part is taxes. Now what are taxes? We all know that taxes are imposed by the state or the government. Okay, and it is imposed on individuals or any of the legal entity like company. And it is a financial charge or other levy. Wherever financial charges are there, levied by the state, and which on an individual or any other entity, that is a tax. Now taxes can be classified into two, direct tax and indirect tax. Now direct taxes are those taxes which are imposed directly on the taxpayer, and the taxpayer, he deposits the tax money to the government. So direct taxes are levied directly on the taxpayer and the taxpayer pays the taxes. And the burden of this tax cannot be shifted. Okay, the person on whom the taxes are levied, he only has to pay the taxes. So that is direct tax. The burden cannot be shifted. There are three types of direct taxes: income tax, corporation tax, and property tax. Income tax is the tax on the annual income of an individual. Corporation tax is the tax on the profit earnings of a domestic and foreign company, and property tax is the tax which is levied on the house. Okay, so the house or the building, and the building owner, the house owner, he has to pay the tax. So here the burden cannot be shifted from one person to another. Opposite and indirect tax. Indirect taxes are the taxes levied on levied on the price of the goods and services. Okay, this is levied on the price of goods and services, and it can be shifted. It is levied on one person, and he can shift the burden of tax on other person. So for example, custom duty, central excise duty, VAT, this is value added tax, and then GST also. Okay, so these are indirect taxes which are levied on the price of goods and services, and the burden of this can be shifted to other persons. So that is why it is known as indirect tax. So these are the two types of taxes which we have to do, and it is very important for a business organization to understand that what are the taxes and how they are levied, because accordingly he will be setting the price. The price will be determined of the product, and then he will be aware that what taxes he has to pay, and then decisions related to this can be